शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि.
Hi everyone, my name is Anamitra Barua from Virginia. I will read slide number 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the 5 precepts. Question. Other religions derive their ideas of right and wrong from the commandments of their god or gods. You Buddhists don't believe in a god, so how do you know what is right and wrong? Answer. Any thoughts, speech, or actions that are rooted in greed, hatred, and delusion, and thus lead us away from nirvana are bad, and any thoughts, speech, or actions that are rooted in giving, love, and wisdom, and thus help clear the way to nirvana are good. To know what is right and wrong in God-centered religions, all that is needed is to do as you are told. In a human-centered religion like Buddhism, to know what is right and wrong, you have to develop a deep self-awareness and self-understanding. Ethics based on understanding are always stronger than those that are a response to a command. So to know what is right and wrong, the Buddhist looks at 3 things: the intention behind the act, the effect the act will have upon oneself, and the effect it will have upon others. If the intention is good, rooted in generosity, love, and wisdom, if it helps myself, helps me to be more giving, more loving, and wiser, and helps others, helps them to be more giving, more loving, and wiser, then my deeds and actions are wholesome, good, and moral. Of course, there are many variations of this. Sometimes I act with the best of intentions, but it may not benefit either myself or others. Sometimes my intentions are far from good, but my action helps others nonetheless. Sometimes I act out of good intentions, and my acts help me, but perhaps cause some distress to others. In such cases, my actions are mixed, a mixture of good and not so good. When intentions are bad and the action helps neither myself nor others, such an action is bad. And when my intention is good and my action benefits both myself and others, then the deed is wholly good.
Hi everyone, my name is Sneha Barua from New York. I will read slide numbers 6 and 7 on the 5 precepts. So does Buddhism have a code of morality? The answer is yes. The 5 precepts are the basis of Buddhist morality. The first precept is to avoid killing or harming living beings. The second is to avoid stealing. The third is to avoid sexual misconduct. The fourth is to avoid lying. And the fifth is to avoid alcohol and other intoxicating drugs. drugs. Next question. But surely is it good to kill sometimes? To kill disease-spreading insects or someone who is going to kill you? The answer is, it might be good for you, but what about the insect or the person who is killed? They wish to live just as you do. When you decide to kill a disease-spreading insect, your intention is perhaps a mixture of self-concern and revulsion. The act will benefit yourself, but obviously it will not benefit that being. So at times, it may be necessary to kill, but it is never wholly skillful.
Hi everyone, my name is Rita Voss Chowdhury from Virginia. I will read slide numbers 8 and 9 on the 5 precepts. Question: if someone committed suicide, would they be breaking the first precept? Answer: when one person murders another, they might do it out of fear, anger, fury, greed, or some other negative emotions. When a person kills himself or herself, they might do it for very similar reasons, or because of other negative emotions like despair or frustration. So whereas murder is the result of negative emotions directed toward another, suicide is the result of negative emotions directed toward oneself, and therefore would be breaking the precept. However, someone who is contemplating suicide or has attempted suicide does not need to be told that what they are doing is wrong. They need our support and our understanding. We have to help them understand that killing themselves is perpetuating the problem, surrendering to it, not solving it.
Hi, my name is Deb Barua, and I'm from Los Angeles, California, and I'll be reading slide 10 of the 5 precepts. Question: tell me about the second precept. When we take this precept, we undertake to take nothing that does not belong to us. Second precept is about restraining our greed and respecting the property of others.
Hi everyone, my name is Anusha Barua from California. I will read slide number 12 on the 5 precepts. Question: but what about the 4th precept? Is it possible to live without telling lies? Answer: if it is really impossible to get by in society or do business without lying, such a shocking and corrupt state of affairs should be changed. The Buddhist is someone who resolves to do something practical about the problem by trying to be more truthful and honest.
Okay. If you are sitting in the park and a terrified man ran past you, and then a few minutes later, another man carrying a knife ran up to you and asked if you had seen which way the first man had gone, would you tell the truth or would you lie to him? Answer: if I had a good reason to suspect that the second man was going to do serious harm to the first, I would, as an intelligent caring Buddhist, have no hesitation in lying. We said before that one of the factors determining whether a deed is good or bad is intention. The intention is many times more positive than telling a lie is negative in circumstances of need. If lying, drinking, or even stealing meant that I saved a life, I should do it. I can always make amends for breaking these precepts, but I can never bring back a life once it's gone. However, as said before, please do not take this as a license to break the precepts whenever it is convenient. The precepts should be practiced with great care and only infringed in extreme cases.
Alright. Question: the 5th precept says we should not drink alcohol or take other drugs. Why not? Answer: people don't usually drink for the taste. When they drink alone, it is in order to seek release from tension, and when they drink socially, it is usually to conform. Even a small amount of alcohol disturbs consciousness and disrupts self-awareness. Taken in large quantities, its effect can be devastating. Buddhists say that when you break this precept, you can break all the other precepts.
Thank you.
Okay. Question: but drinking just a small amount wouldn't really be breaking the precept, would it? It's only a small thing. Yes, it is only a small thing, and if you can't practice even a small thing, your commitment and resolution isn't very strong, is it? Question. Would smoking be against the fifth precept? Answer. Smoking certainly has a negative effect on the body, but its effect on the mind is very minor. One is able to smoke and still be alert, mindful, and self-possessed. So while smoking might be inadvisable, it would not be against the precept. All right, I'll read it. The five precepts are negative. They tell you what not to do. They don't tell you what to do. Answers. Five precepts are the basis of Buddhist morality. They're not all of it. We start by recognizing our negative behavior and then striving to stop it. That is what the five precepts are for. After we have stopped doing wrong, we commence to try doing good. Take, for example, the fourth precept. Buddha says we should start by refraining from telling lies. After that, we should speak the truth. Speak gently, politely, and at the right time. Giving up false speech, he becomes a speaker of truth, reliable, trustworthy, dependable. He does not deceive the world. Giving up malicious speech, he does not repeat what he has heard here, nor does he repeat here what he has heard there, in order to cause variance between people. He reconciles those who are divided and brings closer together.
Continue.
Those who are already friends. Harmony is his joy. Harmony is his delight. Harmony is his love. It is the motive of his speech. Giving up harsh speech, his speech is blameless, pleasing to the ear, agreeable, going to the heart, urban, like the most. Giving up idle chatter, he speaks of